with explosive pass plays, so it's not all the short passes with Trevor.
AJ let the running back and takes the football on that carry, gets it up across the 30, but the 32.
That's the best thing he's done this season.
3 receivers in the top 10. As he has time, he looks off to the right to his running back, Greg Bell. He's out of the backfield, he has a catch. He easily has a first down across midfield. So with the pass interference call, accidental down to the 25 of Saskatchewan. Hamilton handing off to Bell, has some room up the middle, he's still going. And finally, tackled inside the 10 by Roland Milligan. So the Ticat offense moving down in their opening possession. They've got a 1st and goal.
I love old school football. This is a gap scheme. People coming. We're going to pull somebody around. We're going to block. And then we're going to find a crease up on the inside. You'll see the backside guard pull under center. This looks like 1984 football route. I love it. Power play. Good separation of the defense. Bell gets his shoulder square. Knocks it through. O-line.
Down from the 8. Mitchell. Bill's going to look into the end zone. Running around, he'll take off inside the 5. He goes down around the 3. 3rd down coming up. Mitchell just could not find an open receiver. Be a 12-yard attempt for Mark Legios. 3 for 5 last week against BC. Short distance, punches that through. And quickly the Ticats go down and pick up the first points of this ball game for Stavros Katsantonis, their veteran safety. Bannatyne in. Harris looking down the middle. The throw that to Keyshawn Johnson. And being covered there by Walton, one of the new additions to the secondary. Johnson, one of the Riders' top receivers, has it for a first down to the Ticat 50.
You say that, Walton, first-year player from Ole Miss, getting the start for Jamal Peters, as you said.
Ouellette goes out wide to the left for Harris now on the 2nd and long play. Harris looks right, and it's picked off. Intercepted, jumping in front of Keyshawn Johnson. On that play was Destin Talbert, who picks up his 3rd interception of the season. We saw Harris nearly picked off on their previous possession. This time he is. Talbert.
Great scheme, great execution by the Ticats D.
So Mitchell and the Ticat offense takes over from their 41, throwing it open. Big Giovanni Robinson, and goes up the sideline for more after the catch to get it in the Riders' zone down around the 42 Saskatchewan.
When they show up playing within Coach Milavich's system.
10th catch of the season for Giovanni Robinson, swinging it out to Bell. Has some room inside the 35. A first down. Hamilton on the move again. Has been scoring position again with a 3-0 lead, looking for more. Handing off to Bell, and he goes right just to the left of the center and finds a good gap, and another good run for Greg Bell down close to the Rider 15.
Well, you ran it once. This is what I love. Sometimes coaches don't like to go run the same play twice. Block back, pull somebody at the point of attack, hit it up inside, and do it under center. I love this.
Saskatchewan won in Hamilton back in week 2 by 5. Mitchell under pressure, running around, trying to escape and get rid of it. And a flag comes out with all that heat. Malik Carney in there on Bo Levi Mitchell.
You're going to have some. Malik Carney's got to get in there. There's a little bit of what you call twist game, where guys move and try to get on opposite levels of the offensive lineman. Bo's got nowhere because there's a lot of players in coverage. Sooner or later, this protection will break down. Sort out what this penalty is, but that's what this defense does. They
crowd making it tougher on Mitchell now. Takes the snap, empty backfield, and he completes that pass down inside the 15. That is Bell. He catches that one shy of a first down, still a few yards shy. Double the lead, make it 6. Legio from 20 yards out, and gets that one through too. And then
we welcome all of them to watching the game. Any family members watching their significant others from afar.
Here's TJ's dad going to work, handing off to AJ Ouellette. His 3rd carry. Works it out over the 45. Ouellette had a big game in Hamilton in week 2. Side linebacker for Ray Wilborn, getting a look at Fisher. And Harris swings it out there to Ouellette. A stiff arm. And good work to get it across midfield. That's a first down for the Roughriders. Right there beside Harris is Ouellette again. Faking to him. The quick throw and complete too. That's Keyshawn Johnson. Targeted again. He gets it down to the Ticat 40. And here come the Roughriders. Another first down, Saskatchewan. Gain of 2, 2nd and 8 inside the Hamilton 25. Riders trailing by 6. Quickly gets out as Harris does. Gets out one for Myers.
His ability to see checkdowns is like nothing I've seen from him early in his career.
Last play, first quarter, Mitchell. He just steps up and he slides and picks up a couple of yards there. So a 2 and out for the Ticats, who will be punting to start quarter number 2. Fourth possession of this game. First 2 are field goals, and they punted. Greg Bell got a productive first half so far as he works his way up to around the 20.
There's a reason I ended up in sports.
Oh, Brett, you saying the weather's harder to do? I can believe that. Deep shot, caught, and heading into the end zone for the touchdown. Making it rain there in a different way to Dante Myers as Trevor Harris. Another touchdown toss for the 12th straight game going back to last season.
They try to run the football, and then they're going to lull you to sleep when they get a bunch of first downs with a shot play. Max protection, you can see all these extra blockers in, and it's a 3-person route with a double move. The double move's not there, but Moxie jumps it, touchdown shot, and again, Myers gets his 8th 30-plus play of the season.
And one of the big play receivers we've seen in the CFL. He leads the way with the Riders in receiving yards. To a left, 3-2-1. Did he break the plane? A.J. Ouellette.
Numbers in their run game.
Mitchell, 2nd and 7. Runs out of time, he is sacked.
Caleb Sanders is going to be right here. The center's going to try to slide. You have 3 people going in this direction, but Caleb Sanders beats Coulter Wood-Manzi. You can see Coulter Wood-Manzi ducks his head. Once you duck your head as an offensive lineman, they can throw you. Easy get in. And so again,
boundary corners, we mentioned Lapo for the injured Jamal Peters. Samari Walton in the CFL debut. Harris running out of time, scrambles out of it. Flag comes out in the Rider backfield, and Harris is tackled as well back at the 10.
It's Jacob Brammer right here. If you watch Jacob, so he's engaged. He thinks the quarterback's inside him, so he's making his block. I think he was holding no matter whether it was a run or not. I think he can't be too high up on. You can see right there, he's too high. It doesn't allow.
It's a 2nd down and 7 for Mitchell and the Ticats. Pressure coming, Malik Kearney has him, and finishing it off is Micah Johnson.
5 protectors. Watch it. Count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 rushers coming. Malik Kearney's free. So I'm not sure what happened here, whether Bo didn't know he was going to be the free player. Usually 1 player is free before any coaches downstairs, and they're going to relay down to Corey, hey, let's go ahead and throw a challenge flag here. We think this is going to be PI.
Harris hands off to Ouellette. He cuts it back right and finds some space. Good run here by A.J. Ouellette. Another first down. Working it down to about the 25 of Hamilton.
Contain. If you want to contain the quarterback, you're going to leave an area for the back to wind it back to. Watch what happens here. Duncan Busby's coming across as he releases out, but when you go take Trevor Harris away, you're going to leave an open gap, an open area for the tailback. The front side was blocked correctly. Big jump outside for A.J. Ouellette. Big.
Watching the play clock. Gets it away. The pass here.
Trevor sees Tommy Neal in man-to-man coverage. They've got kind of a double move for him. Wheels up the sideline, gets behind the defense.
First loss in 7 games last week in overtime against BC. He has time, and he completes it over midfield, too. Well, that'll pick up a lot of yardage in a hurry with a guy that's used to doing that. Kenny Lawler. Clock ticking, 12 seconds. 3rd and 2. Mitchell loses the football. It does get recovered there by Quentin Barrow, but it's a turnover on downs. And just 4 seconds on the clock as the Riders will take over at the Hamilton 51.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 defensive linemen playing zone behind it. It's hard for your offensive line. If you see they're all in one-on-one blocks, nobody can help anybody. So that's why you see Quentin Barrow get beat. He has no help. He has to go recover his own play. This defensive line's trying to pressure both, still making him hold the football because it's zone, but they're voiding certain areas of the field. Bo's not seeing some of those.
59-yard attempt for Brett Locker. It's accurate. It's good. What a moment for him. He had a miss from a much shorter distance the other way in the first quarter. And he's loving that, and so's the crowd. It's like 3 bonus points for the Riders after that turnover to increase their lead to 13 on a 59-yard field goal for Brett. Ended up with field goals both times. That was back in the first quarter. Mitchell again with pressure coming. Deep shot. Right. Intercepted. Devon Campbell jumped in front of the intended target there. Shamar Bridges hurting on that play as well.
Extra guys at the line of scrimmage continue to try to bring pressure. Okay, you see the center gets beat. You like sometimes having your linebackers on the center. I think you get good opportunities. I think Malik Carney was lined up over in that spot. That's a mismatch center on a defensive end to be able to go make the play. It's the ball's short. Campbell's there to make the play underneath it.
For the Ticats, Dre McCray, the lone returner, back standing at his 10. With the wind in his back for Constantino. Taken, bobbled, caught, no! Coughs it up! Ticats on the ball! What a break for Hamilton! As McCray twice couldn't find the handle.
The wind can play some tricks on this football. It kind of bounces off its pad level. You want to try to keep it off your pads and catch it in a basket between your elbows, but it's off a little bit. Harrow and company are in there. Good timing, good hit. Great recovery. This is a huge.
Covering the fumble punt return, but penalized with the hold. So the 22. End zone shot intercepted. Rowan Milligan. Back in week 2, he had a pick 6 against Bo Levi Mitchell and the Ticats. Milligan with the interception to snuff out any chance for points for the Ticats with his 3rd interception of the season.
It's really not Milligan's play here. It's the play of the underneath linebackers, because as you see Allen and Thurman there, you've got to throw it over those linebackers. He's trying to throw it to a spot to Lawler, but it's just it's hard to throw between 2 defenders, so the ball ends up high. You see Thurman there, Allen there, so ball's high. You're trying to throw it to your big guy.
From the Hamilton 16, first trip to the red zone. Another trip to the end zone. Touchdown Saskatchewan. Joe Robustelli. And the 3rd touchdown pass thrown by Trevor Harris today. Trying to make it 22. There it is again. Harris to Robustelli. He's mentioned his biggest day of all about a month ago on this field against Calgary. The left. That one earlier, not this time though. And a 2nd and 10. Mitchell running out of time again. Up front, they come in and taking him down. It's the weak side linebacker coming in, A.J. Allen.
He's going to be coming in outside the screen in. Bell's going to have to come over. There's going to be a collision in the backfield, but Allen keeps coming. He tries to go low on the cut, doesn't make the cut. A.J. Allen's athletic enough to survive, spin off, and get Bo. Bo thought he would be protected for a count longer. Coverage is still there, forcing him to hold the ball.
Bear in mind, this is against the wind. It's been a factor, but not there. Beautiful kick there by Leggio, 3 for 3 for the Hamilton Tiger Cats offense. Just hard generating points going against the wind. Here we go, 3rd down. Longer throw, caught, 1st down. So it pays off. It's Kenny Lawler with it. As Marcus Hardwick is out arguing that one.
Trying to be an official. So Lawler gets inside and then works away from Campbell, who's the low zone player. Campbell doesn't get enough.
5.5 minutes left, down 17. Let's see Mitchell again. Pressure. pressure. Running around. Can't get it away. Another sack. Kind of fitting the way this game is gone with the pressure coming from the Saskatchewan Roughriders defense. Micah Johnson and company getting the job done, forcing a...
Had to use the timeout.
Second and 10 after the timeout. Johnson getting it all the way down to the Hamilton 20. As the Riders are building this sense of inevitability now in control of this game and pressing for more points.
Quarterback's got to be able to throw the ball when there's pressure in your face. He climbs the pocket because there's a miscommunication. As he's climbing the pocket, color shows in his face.
And that was the one that was delayed because of the air quality by a day with the Stampeders coming up with that win. Lothar, the field goal attempt. A tough one for Brett Lothar, but gets that one through. Right into the Rider bench. Last play of the game. Zeros on the clock. Family Day celebration at Mosaic Stadium for Trevor Harris and his kids, his family, enjoying that and his football family in Saskatchewan. Loving what they've done in the first half of the season. They got a lot of football left to go.